They called her Auntie Maame. Everyone did. Children danced around her store for scraps of fried plantain. Tired office workers queued every lunch hour for her spicy wache and smoky grilled tilapia. Market women gossiped in front of her as she stirred bubbling stews with bare hands, laughing like someone with nothing in the world to hide. But if you'd listened carefully, if you'd stood near her just long enough, you'd notice something wasn't right. Her food never ran out. Her eyes were too sharp for someone her age. Her lips moved even when no one was speaking to her. And those who wronged her never stayed long in town. Auntie Maame had appeared in the small town of Esubo in the early 2000s, no family, no husband, no explanation. She simply arrived one Tuesday morning, swept the dirt in front of an abandoned kiosk, and began cooking. By the end of her first week, people were hooked. Her food didn't just taste good. It healed hangovers, soothed angry stomachs, and left even the most bitter tongues singing praise. People said she used natural spices. But the man who once tried stealing her gas cylinder claimed he'd gone blind for 3 days. When he returned to apologize, she only gave him plain rice, no sauce. From then on, no one dared cross her. Life moved on. People grew used to her eccentricities. Some said she prayed too much. Others said she prayed too little. But none of that mattered. Business thrived. Politicians ate from her. Even the pastor's wife once said her stew tasted like heaven. Until one day, a young woman named Efua came to town. Efua was bold. A final-year university student doing her thesis on oral traditions and witchcraft in modern Ghana. Her goal was simple, to uncover hidden cultural myths still lingering in society. She'd heard whispers of a mysterious food seller in Esubo who never aged and cooked with something more than onions. Naturally, she went digging. Efua began visiting Auntie Maeme's store daily, buying food, smiling politely, pretending to be just another customer. But behind the scenes, she asked questions. She interviewed elders. She spoke to old women who remembered what the town was like before Auntie Maame arrived. That's when things got strange. The market women grew cold when Efua asked too much. One of them warned her quietly. Don't talk about her at night. And don't go to her stall after dark. But Efua didn't listen. Curiosity is a cruel master. One evening, close to midnight, she crept near the store with a voice recorder in hand. She'd heard a rumor that Auntie Maame cooked at night, not food, but something else. Something older. Something forgotten. Hidden behind a bush, Efua waited. Then she heard it. Whispers. Not in tree. Not in Go. Not even in you or Yoruba. These were guttural sounds, ancient syllables, like the wind and fire were speaking to each other. She peered through the leaves. Auntie Maame was there. Alone. Surrounded by bowls of something. Red and alive looking. She was talking. Not to anyone visible, but to a shadow beside her. The shape moved like smoke. And it answered her back. Efua ran. The next morning, the whole town woke up to screaming. Efua was found in front of the town shrine, shaking uncontrollably. Her mouth moved, but no sound came out. Her eyes wouldn't blink. Her skin had turned pale, almost gray. They rushed her to the hospital. The doctors called it a seizure. The elders called it something else. A few nights later, Efua's thesis supervisor drove down to Esubo, demanding answers. But Auntie Maame wasn't there. Her store. Empty. Her food. Gone. No sign she'd ever existed. Not even a stain on the wall. It was as if the earth had swallowed her whole. Years passed. People tried to forget. But stories, like secrets, don't die easily. Some say Auntie Maame moved to another town. Others say she never left, just became part of the wind, watching. Occasionally, someone would claim they saw her. In Ho, in Cape Coast, in Tomoli, selling food on some random street corner, looking exactly the same. But no one approached. And no one dared ask for stew. Efua eventually regained her voice. But she never wrote her thesis. She stopped speaking of witches, stopped asking questions, and started teaching literature instead. In one of her final interviews years later, she was asked what happened that night. She smiled faintly and replied, "Some recipes are not meant to be studied." And with that, she turned off the recorder.